Hello, and welcome to the Middlest, our Patreon-only show where we talk about the episode with the exact middle user rating. We want to know what this show looks like at its exact average because every show has its high highs and low lows, but spends most of its time in the big middle.
Big middle! The big middle for The Cosby Show is Season 1, Episode 20, Back to the Track, Jack.
So Bill Cosby is visited by his former track coach at Hillman, which is the Cosby Show universe made up historical black college that Bill Cosby attends and that a different world is set at. And there was apparently a race that still lives rent-free in his head where he was edged out by another. This is the 4x4 relay that he competes in.
Yeah.
And he claims
that I think he and the other guy were both the final leg.
And he claimed that the other guy edged him out and pushed him off the...
ran him into the stands, which the other guy vehemently denies.
But his track coach is like, we're going to have a masters race at Meadowlands. You should do it. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And he's like, you should do it. And he's like, I'm still in shape. I go jogging, but I'm not really all that in shape. So he goes to the gym with Theo to try to see if he still got it. And
well, most specifically, the guy who ran him into the stands is going to be the final leg.
Yeah.
So it's like a rematch.
It's a rematch. So he decides to train for it. He goes to the gym with Theo and realizes what an uphill battle he has training for it. We see some hilarious scenes where he runs around the track once. He tries to run around the track a second time and then just completely collapses. But then we get some montage of him training. There's a training montage. We love a training montage. And then we get to the race at the Meadowlands, wherein we watch the entire race.
Entire race, real time, set to not even like with diegetic sound. It is set to like some light piano music and lasts, not exaggerating, about 5 or 6 minutes of just watching this race happen in real time. However long a 4x4 relay run by men in their 50s would take, which I would imagine is about 5 or 6 minutes. Bill Cosby wins, I think.
Yeah.
This is where I fell asleep. Was during those 5 minutes of men running.
There's a dropped baton, which gives his team the edge, and he's able to come from behind and win.
It just reminded me a lot of, so on the good days, on the really good days, our daughter watches Mr. Rogers. Because usually she watches these like loud, fast-moving cartoons that make her scream at us and at just the world. But some days she has to watch Mr. Rogers. And on the days she has to watch Mr. Rogers, she's so calm. And everything's so nice. And part of that is there's a Mr. Rogers, one of the first ones she watched, where literally he just like mentions, he talks about owning a dog. And then there's just...
Well, he's dog sitting.
He's dog sitting, okay. But he's talking about pets.
Yeah.
And then there is just a very, very long montage of just dogs running around, sleeping, doing dog stuff, set to like really relaxing music, and it just keeps going and going. And this episode reminded me so much of the ending of this episode felt like the Mr. Rogers dog montage, which was fine. It was very lulling. I was going off of I was kind of weaning my way off of afternoon coffee, so I was pretty sleepy. And I just gently and
You're saying that Bill Cosby put you to sleep?
Oh my God. Oh my God. So that happened.
Yeah. So I thought this episode was fine. I always love a training montage. I also think I find humor in being in people getting older and their bodies changing and them dealing with that. I think that's funny as a person who's gotten older and whose body has changed and who is dealing with that.
Guys, we turned 40 a couple weeks ago. So the scene where he tells the story of that track meet and getting run into the stands by this other guy is straight up his stand-up. He's doing his stand-up. Like, I just recognized it from his stand-up specials. The like way he told the story, the way he does like little sound effects and like repeats certain phrases. It was really interesting because it was him doing his stand-up, and I think not coincidentally, it was the only part of the episode that to me just absolutely worked, because I think despite everything else I feel about him, I do think Bill Cosby is good at stand-up comedy, and so him doing a little bit of his stand-up worked really well. I think he tells a lot of his stand-up, especially from the 60s and 70s, was like old college sports stories, because he also played football, I want to say. I definitely remember some like football stories. They go to the track to do his practice run, and it's so weirdly lit. It's very clear this crew did not know how to light a location.
Well, it's the Meadowlands.
Not the practice. He's not practicing.
Oh, the practice.
He's in a high school gym.
Yeah, he's in a high school. He's at like a gym. Which again, it's not a set, so they're on location. Which is to be on location when you're normally on a set is in front of a live studio audience. It's a big leap.
Yeah, I mean, the Meadowlands looked fine, I think, partly because the Meadowlands has probably a lot of very good lighting already. But yeah, the gym looked very badly lit. It just looked like the crew had no idea how to do that. And that's it for today. To hear the rest of this episode, as well as all of our other Middlests and all of our episodes ad-free, please support us on Patreon. We appreciate each and every one of our patrons. Thank you so much, and see you next week.